Would you like to change? Tak. I do widzenia. No, nie wiem, czy nie muszę rozdzielczości zmienić jeszcze. No nie było na pełen ekran. Ale brzydkie. Nie podoba mi się.
Best of times, it was Aaron.
What? Oh, okay.
Lolita, light of my... Jeez, Aaron, I'm serious. Cut it out.
All right. Sorry, Dr. Killjoke.
A long time ago in our very own galaxy, a movie called Star Wars was released, changing all of our lives forever.
Dobrze, że tu sami podkładają głos i nie muszę marnować swojego głosu.
California, Brian and Aaron.
That would be us.
Since that day, Brian and Aaron have remained holed up in their bedroom, devoting their lives to their one true passion.
Yeah, collecting all things Star Wars.
Thanks to their tireless pursuit of artifacts, including illicit nighttime raids on Skywalker Ranch, not to mention their own technical and artistic prowess, Brian and Aaron have amassed an unsurpassed collection of never-before-seen, top-secret Star Wars paraphernalia and games. After 2 decades, they've played more games than Tracy, this girl from my neighborhood. She was a total tease, you know the type. She'd act like she totally liked you, so you take her out a couple of times.
You paying, of course.
Then nothing, not even a kiss, nothing.
Yeah, she wouldn't even make eye contact.
Oh, well anyway, I digress. Well, what you're about to see is the product of 20 years of tireless obsession and vitamin D deprivation. It's more than just a life's work.
It's our mission.
Niesamowite. Zawsze jestem godny podziwu, jak słyszę coś tak napisanego, że nawet ja bym tak źle nie napisał.
Welcome to our CD-ROM, fellow Star Wars enthusiasts.
Or as we like to call you, Star Warsians.
Anyway, we've got some really cool Star Wars stuff. Some that we've compiled, some that we've made ourselves, and some that we borrowed from our sister Stephanie.
She calls us geeks.
Yeah, and others that we acquired from Skywalker Ranch. So anyway, for the purposes of this CD-ROM, I will be known as Brian.
And I will be known as Aaron.
Arthur!
Mom, it's Aaron!
Whatever it is, take your Ritalin.
Mom, we're recording!
He's 28 years old. He can't remember to take his own...
Shut up, Kenny. He's my son, Arthur Orenthal von Clodhopper.
All right!
Okay, so without any further ado, we invite you to explore
Brian and Aaron's unofficial super secret guide to Star Wars. Okay, this is your home away from home. Well, no, actually, you're in your home. It's really our home away from home. Although we're probably in our home right now too.
The control panel.
Right. Okay. This is the really cool control panel I created, so you can get to any of the activities anytime you want. Just click on the area you want to visit on the control panel, and you'll be taken there instantly.
Of course, not all of you need instant gratification the way my brother does. Like me, you enjoy browsing. That's why I've recreated our bedroom for you.
Minus the smell.
So just explore with your mouse and click till you're sick, but don't be surprised if we interrupt you during your travels with secret surveillance video from something we call the ranch cam. Oh, and don't worry, it won't screw up the activity you're enjoying.
Also, FYI, we're keeping track of your successes and failures, and we'll tabulate a final score for you at the end of your stay. If you do really well, we promise you'll be richly rewarded.
By the way, don't forget to check out the vault. It's where we keep all of our most prized and never-before-seen possessions. But you'll have to figure out the combination first.
If at any time you need help, just click on the help button on the control panel. Have fun! Okay, first things first. We need to know who you are. Type in your name.
Hello? Wake up?
O, AMD się reklamuje tutaj.
Hello? Oh, good one, doofus.
I didn't do it. Apparently somebody can't read.
Great. Aaron, hurry up and fix it. It's dark.
Simmer down.
Hey, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm just afraid of the things that come with the dark. Oh, thank the maker. Man, I feel like I've been in a sensory deprivation chamber for like 2 weeks.
Just relax, brother. It's all over. Now, don't touch that wire again, please. It really upsets my brother.
Dopiero się zaczęło, już nie wiem co
We got
powiedzieć.
action on the ranch cam.
Oh, cool! 4th floor, office number 41A.
This guy's the real mastermind behind Star Wars. He's constantly working on new scenarios and adventures for the characters.
Check it out. I'll bet he's working on the next trilogy.
Brian, come up here! Kenny's passed out on the can again. I need you to help me move him.
Not again.
What's the matter with you? How hard is it to push a button? Well, this is my computer, which I devote almost entirely to Star Wars CD-ROM games. You see, sleep deprivation kind of goes hand in hand with hyperactivity, and it can get pretty lonesome once Brian drifts off to sleep. That's why I thank the man upstairs for creating my 3 favorite games in the world: Dork Forces, X-Schwing, and Rectal Assault 2. Oh, and when I say the man upstairs, I'm referring to God. Or George, but not any of my mom's boyfriends.
Get on with it.
I am, okay? Come on, you said you wouldn't interrupt. Anyway, needless to say, I've become quite the expert at these games. Now, I'm not trying to show off or anything, but I thought you'd get a kick out of some of these cool hidden screens I got to. Just click on a CD-ROM on my desk and play the game. I think this mission was some kind of cross-promotional attempt by 20th Century Fox. It doesn't quite work.
There is a bomb on this X-Wing fighter. Do not go below 50 parsecs per hour, or it will blow up.
Ben, stay on or get off. Stay on or get off.
Stay on. No, get off. Oh, just use the Force.
Annie, Leia needs your help. You've got to keep her speed above 50. Don't let any asteroids hit the ship. They'll slow her down. Destroy them by moving the mouse to aim and clicking to shoot.
Myślę, że na pewno przez moją nieznajomość Star Warsów to mi już uciekło z 10 super dowcipów.
you did well too.
Okej.
This is kind of a weird hidden level I found. It's odd because Kyle Katarn doesn't have any weapons, only a camera. Click the mouse and see how many photos you can snap before your camera gets wasted.
The fuck?
I think you forgot to load the camera. Better try again.
This is kind of...
Ale tu się cokolwiek robi. Tak, no widzę, no ale... No nie wiem, może za dużo oczekiwałem, że... Po tej produkcji, że da się będzie coś zrobić.
Good job, Kyle. Now get back to the ship. I can't wait to show these shots to the Inquirer.
Pretty good. Kyle Katarn would be proud.
Okej.
In the third level, where you're
Oczekiwałem, że to
finding
będą
the
dowcipy.
Falcon through the mining tunnels, if you divert from their path, you'll find a super secret bonus.
I prefer to follow my own lead. I hate those direction arrows anyway. I'm a rebel.
Yeah, you are a lone wolf.
So anyway, if you have the guts and you go left when it tells you to go right, you'll get quite a treat.
Okay, you're in control of the Falcon. Move the mouse to point your ship in the right direction.
Ogólnie to macie trochę ucięty obraz,
Don't crash
ale
into the walls of the tunnel.
może
You'll
to i
see what I
lepiej.
mean.
Nie. Zamiast panel macie napisane pan w przycisku po prawej stronie. Szczerze mówiąc, to jest zabawniejsze niż ta gra na razie.
Nice maneuvering. Now if you want a real challenge, I can give you a pass at Chris Farley. You can't do that. You're already playing the game.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be weird if you could?
Yeah.
Ale meta.
Oh, the ranch cam is hot.
Oh, it's the writer's room again.
Fortunately for you, fellow Star Warsians, Aaron and I have been the eyes and ears of Skywalker Ranch. When Mom dated that home security installation guy, he gave us the tech info we needed to patch into the ranch's security camera system. In exchange, he asked only that we make our mother agree to stay at least 100 yards away from his home and his family at all times.
We've taped 8,760 hours worth of video from the ranch. February 2nd, 1985, 1:15 a.m., hallway 7 cam is my personal favorite.
Aaron, would you pick favorites among your children?
Well, no. Well, not that I'll have any, but no.
I thought not. Any real fan knows every ranch cam moment is equally special. Although we've chosen to highlight a few of the more interesting employees, you'll see what we mean.
Just click on the security camera icon whenever it appears. Don't worry about leaving your current activity. We'll make sure you won't lose your place. We'll bring you right back to where you left off.
Like us, if you enjoy watching them over and over, just click on the ranch cam button in the control panel, then click on the screen you want to view again.
If you want to bail in the middle, just click on the monitor's power button. Although, I don't know why anyone would ever want to do that.
Alright, here's an idea. Maybe when Palpatine orders Bail Organa to be executed, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan confront them together.
That's good. Then you'll be able to show Anakin slowly get taken in by Palpatine's power.
Hey, how about this? How about if Captain Kirk is the one who confronts Palpatine, and then he challenges him to a duel with the laser sword?
Two things, moron. Captain Kirk is Star Trek, this is Star Wars, and it's not laser sword, it's a lightsaber.
Well, he's getting closer, though.
Look, don't encourage him.
What do you want from me? I'm here for the funny. I don't know the stuff like you idiots.
Hey, well, maybe you really should watch the movies then.
You know, why don't you lighten up on those movies? I got a life beyond this room, right? I don't live and breathe this crap with you guys.
Alright, look, can we just move on?
Alright, let me just ask you one more question. Which one of the robots is from England?
Oh.
Oh, I'm trying to learn. What?
Niesamowite.
Sometimes, when I'm feeling really bad, just fed up with life and everything, I feel tempted. Tempted by evil. Tempted by the dark side. That's why I created this game. Brian doesn't even know about it. Try it.
Level. Było napisane po prostu level. To w związku z tym. Może się podniósł trochę poziom, bo... Jakoś oberwałem parę razy.
That was incredible shit.
Ah.
Boy, when you give in to the hate, you really give in to the hate.
Nie było warto.
As I'm sure you're aware by now, Aaron and I are quite involved in our understanding of technology.
We're computer geniuses.
As such, we've devised our own rudimentary gene splicing machine that enables you to combine the genetic makeup of any two Star Wars characters
Już się boję.
and see the resultant offspring.
I'm sure you're asking yourself one question right now. Why? Why play God? Brian?
Because we can. Here's how it works. Just
Nie było
drag one
śmieszne.
of the 9 characters petri dishes into an empty slot on the splicer, The numbers on the splicer will indicate which of the other specimens is compatible.
Then drag one of the petri dishes into the remaining empty slot.
Then just sit back and watch the magic. Combine the whining and complaining of Luke Skywalker
With the elfin looks of Yoda. And you get...
Ross Perot, the perennial political gremlin.
Okej.
A cross-brother Luke Skywalker.
With sister Princess Leia. And you get...
Forrest Skywalker.
My name is Forrest Skywalker. Jedi is as Jedi does.
Nie wiem. Ja się już nie staram zrozumieć nawet.
Cross the studly Luke Skywalker.
With the virile Han Solo. You get... A wedding certificate for the state of Hawaii.
The only state with the courage to acknowledge the love between two men.
Hey, let's not get into those issues here. Combine the pretty Princess Leia.
With the masculine Han Solo, and you get...
Tak, zobaczymy wszystkie. Nie ma zmiłuj. Ja już chcę to wyłączyć.
Take the independent feminist strength of Princess Leia.
And the evil racist rantings of Darth Vader, and you get... Marge shot. Take the sleek, hard body of Princess Leia.
Whoa, and the shiny, polished body of C-3PO, and you get...
A
O,
Lamborghini.
coś dla mnie.
Man, I bet George has one of these. And if he didn't, I'd give him one. You know, like if I could.
But a mere token gift for a king.
Za dużo
Take
oczekujesz.
the handsome charm of Han Solo.
And the advancing years of Yoda. And you get...
Dick Clark. Get it? He's old. Combine the throaty wail of Chewbacca.
With the warmth Han has for his Wookiee partner. And you get...
Harvey Firestein.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Nie wiem, ja tu siedzę z facepalmem cały czas.
Take the iron-fisted will of Darth Vader.
In the age of Ben Kenobi, and you get...
Strom Thurmond.
He's like the Emperor Palpatine of grouchy old cracker senators.
Combine Darth Vader's dark humor.
With Chewbacca's long hair, and you get... Howard Stern.
The king of all media.
Mix the brute strength of Darth Vader
with the height of R2-D2, and you get... Sly Stallone, the diminutive genius.
Okej. Nie wiem generalnie, Ramzy, czy to jest coś, przy czym się chciałeś relaksować po całym tygodniu pracy.
Take the wisdom of Ben Kenobi.
and the knowledge of Yoda, and you get...
Pamela Anderson. Yoda and Ben just cancel each other out. And besides, we'd really just like to look at this picture.
To zależy, czy to kwalifikujesz jako komedię w ogóle.
And the compact electronics of R2-D2, and you get...
A personal digital assistant.
I tyle, nawet żadnego uzasadnienia dla tego, nazwijmy to, żartu.
Combine Yoda's weird voice
with the ferociousness of Chewie, and you get...
the gentle giant, Mike Tyson.
Ooh, wrap him in a cocoon of horror, I will.
Combine the cutting-edge technology of C-3PO
with Chewbacca's unruly hair, and you get... Floby, the revolutionary haircutting product.
Nie wiem, nic już nie wiem.
Combine R2-D2
with C-3PO, and you get...
a Sony PlayStation. Why? Because we've been asking her mother for one for over a year and a half. That's why.
I think he's in a coma.
Years ago, Aaron and I trained ourselves to use that percentage of our brains that lies dormant in most individuals to store our vast knowledge of the Star Wars universe.
O nie, czy to jest to, o czym
I am
myślę?
essentially,
You mean we, right? We?
we are essentially a human database, and as such, we designed a trivia challenge that will be the ultimate test of your Jedi knowledge.
Just don't get too cocky, because remember,
You don't know Jedi.
Okay, pay attention, it's real simple.
To jest to, o czym myślę.
Blast in your answer by hitting the corresponding key on your keyboard. Got it? Good! Okay, let's start the show.
Już bardzo chciałbym mieć to za sobą.
Now it's time to start the fun. Here comes question Obi-Wan.
2,000 credatos for a right answer. Let's say you're kicking back in Mos Eisley Spaceport, just waiting for your transport, and you take on a Wookiee in a friendly game of Sabat. If you make the fatal mistake of beating the Wookiee, what work of art might you most resemble? 1. Edvard Munch's The Scream. 2. Whistler's Mother. 3. The Venus de Milo. Or 4. Leroy Neiman's Tyson. Down for the count. You tried your luck, but luck only counts in holo games and photon torpedoes.
Lost in space.
Nie wiedziałem, że mogę tam już coś wybrać.
Watch your back. It's question Tuesday.
Here we go, 3,000 big ones for a right answer. Hey kids, remember your SATs? Well, here's a little analogy for you. Stormtroopers are to Huns, as Darth Vader is to 1. Hannibal, 2. Napoleon, 3. Attila, or 4. Bill Gates. They're all vicious tyrants, but only Attila...
Uwaga, to jest moment, na który nie czekam bardzo. Nie.
Get this right, get 1,000 credits. When the networks
Na tym mogę już zakończyć w ogóle ten stream.
they decided to create a TV movie about the tumultuous relationship between Luke and Vader. Which of the titles below fits the bill? 1. Something about Leia. 2. A father's betrayal to the dark side and back. 3. Not without my Jedi. Or 4. Portrait of a teenage nerf herder. A father's betrayal to the dark side and back, starring Brian Dennehy as the evil Darth Vader and Rick Schroeder as his son Luke.
Who's that knocking on that escape pod door? R2D2, a question 4.
Here we go, 3,000 big ones for a right answer. Let's say you went shopping for a land speeder at Jabba's used land speeder lot. If you wanted to get the same kind of speeder as Luke, which one would you buy? 1. Correct answer, but never, never shop at Jabba's used land speeders. Jabba's a ripoff.
Let's throw this thing in hyperdrive. Buckle up, it's number 5.
Here we go, 3,000 big ones for a right answer. The classic Star Wars Holiday Special included many rockin' celebrities to provide hours of entertainment. From the list below, who didn't make the guest list? 1. Jefferson Starship. 2. No, the answer is Obi-Wan. Apparently Ben had another engagement in Jedi Limbo.
Chewie just got sprayed for ticks. Scratch real hard. Here's number 6.
Get set! 2,000 credits if you get this one right. In A New Hope, Luke's Uncle Owen almost bought another droid before settling on R2-D2. Luckily, the first R2 unit had something wrong with it. What was its problem? 1. It had a bad... Uncle Owen! What about that one? Oh, you should have picked 2, although I've had a problem with premature articulation myself.
As it was in the Battle of Yavin, after 6 comes question 7.
This one shouldn't be too tough, only 1,000 credits for this baby. In the last 20 years, lesser-known song stylists and Star Wars enthusiasts have given Weird Al Yankovic a run for his money. In Aaron's hilarious song parody, My Darling Palpatine, Palpatine refers to whom? 1. Yoda Palpatine. 2. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my Emperor Palpatine. Bonus round, you're going to play D's or Do's. Okay, here's how you play. You've got less than half a minute to classify 8 items. Just hit the number key that corresponds to your answer. You get 500 credits for each right answer, and you'll lose 500 credits for each wrong answer, or each question you don't answer. Okay, start the clock. Let's do it! Wookiee or Nookie? Decide which of these are sexually transmitted diseases or Star Wars species. Minot, Crab, Digworm, Gamorrean, Gulp, Clement, Sarastat, and Dita. Pretty good. You've got enough credits for a pleasure cruise across the Dune Sea.
Man, that sucked.
Your brain's as cloudy as the Dagobah swamp. Oh, Oh, come on! There's no way you could have fully appreciated the wealth of material in this area. Remember, you're scored on how much time you spend, and you haven't even been here as long as some of my mom's dates. You know, it all counts. This is my most prized model. It's the last X-Wing I've got. I burned all the others when I went through a pyro phase in my early teens. Hey, guess who's on the ranch cam right now?
Our favorite developer? This guy is George's sounding board. Check it out.
I love you so, Princess Leia. You, original Leia. Pure and regal, in your virginal white robes. And you, Camo Leia, cloaked in mystery. You have a naughty side. Oh, what I wouldn't give for 10 minutes alone with you in an Endorian moon treehouse. What's that? No, I haven't forgotten you, Bespin Leia. You are the mature Leia. Leia as woman, not girl. Will you marry me, Bespin Leia? You will? This is the happiest day of my life.
Ja myślę, że oni nie płacili chyba tym aktorom tyle, żebym się zgodził coś takiego zagrać.
That's disgusting.
Why? It's nothing I haven't done.
I think it's natural. I traded some blue jeans on the black market to get this little gem.
Apparently there's political undertones to it, but I don't know much about politics. Unless it involves the Imperial Senate, of course.
Yeah. Aaron used to think the domino principle was that if your pizza wasn't delivered in a half hour, you got it for free.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Tak, jeżeli to się zastanawia, co jest napisane, carskie wojny. Wiem, że jest napisane tutaj, na dole. Ale ja wam przeczytałem na górze. Pozdrawiam. Nie wiem, ważne, że robi dźwięki.
You know, violence is an ugly thing.
It's something neither of us condone.
However, sometimes it's the only way to get the attention of the corporate fat cats who believe in saturating the market and insulting our intelligence with cute, cuddly pieces of merchandising that only serve to demean what was once pure art.
It's also just really fun to whack stuff. So for those of you who aren't well versed in computer gaming, you use the mouse to move your pole left or right and click.
O, ruszam Polakiem.
If you knock the Ewok off the bridge, you gain points. But if he makes it across the bridge, you lose points. Oh, and you hit play to start the game. Duh.
Sorry, we don't mean to patronize any true gamers out there. Now go ahead, knock yourself out.
Bo dużo na rowerze jeździł.
Give in to the hate. Release your anger. Feel the power of the dark side. Your hate will make you powerful. Control your fear. Use your anger and aim. Yoda must have taught you well. Now prove it. Join me, and we will rid the galaxy.
What's wrong with you? I know we said to whack him, but my God, you have no mercy.
Yeah, you scored really well, but you scared us.
This is my computer station. You'll notice it's a superior setup to Aaron's. No surprise.
Hey!
Since I am the, how do I put this? I don't want to say mastermind, but I guess the more dominant one, I have taken it upon myself to maintain our website. It's just another outlet for my unbridled creativity, as well as another opportunity to generously share our Star Wars knowledge with the world.
You'll also find a lot more personal stuff about us. Stuff you couldn't possibly imagine. So just click on the computer screen and it'll take you to our website, the coolest Star Wars site on the net.
Wolałbym nie. Generalnie to są rzeczy, do których PC, twój monitor wykorzystuje. Właśnie skaziłem takimi rzeczami ten monitor. Oj. Okej, nie zrobiłem tego. Może się spróbuję szybko cofnąć do Bimbosa.
Well, like Luke on his first... Keep away, keep away! All right, if it means that much to you. But you'll be back.
Nie no, musimy to przejść. Haha, nie mam. Jak mogę nie mieć? Już mam. Explorer. Ja mam 3.0. A oni chcieli 4.0. Nie. No trudno, nie dowiemy się co tam jest. Mam nadzieję, że nic nie stracę. O fuck. Chciałem to ominąć, a escape'em tylko zamknąłem.
Okay, this is your...
Hey, how you doing? Don't be a stranger. Type in your name.
You might have been wondering about our main musical selections for this CD-ROM project, Wagner's Wedding March and Chopin's Funeral March. You know, we could have gotten into serious trouble if we'd used the real Star Wars music.
So, we admit it, we kind of wimped out.
Well, here's a little piece of trivia I'll bet you didn't know. While writing the score for Star Wars, John Williams was influenced by these same classical masterpieces. It's kind of eerie to think that over a century ago, these two composers were somehow inspired by the yet-to-be-written Star Wars trilogy.
What's so eerie about that? It's George. He can reach through all space and time.
Whoa.
Stephanie!
This rare Japanese Return of the Jedi poster is really hot. To get it, we had to go to Japan as foreign exchange students, but the host families never picked us up.
Still, it was totally worth it. The Japanese really know what they're doing.
They certainly know how to objectify a woman.
I don't know. I think of her as more of an object art.
Object this.
Ow! Ow! Stephanie, stop! Hurting! Ow! Hurting!
Would one of you kids come and rub Mama's feet?
Oh, that's gross.
That's not what you said yesterday.
Ja już się nawet nie odzywam.
We had to go to Italy to get this baby. We convinced our high school chess club to go on a special tour.
We didn't go out much. We just went to the poster shops and then stayed in our hotel room and watched Space 1999 dubbed in Italian.
This poster was never widely released because it kind of gave too much away.
Czytałem, że Han trzyma Joy-Cona w ręce. Ale ta gra aż tak bardzo przyszłości nie przewiduje.
Okay, right. 2, 3, 4.
What's the matter? You can't figure it out? Aaron, give them a hint.
Okay, it was the most important day of our lives.
What, you still don't know? Alright. It was the day Star Wars was first released.
Do we have to tell you everything?
Fine. I guess it's not fair to expect you to know every little thing about Star Wars off the top of your head, even though it is second nature for us. Okay, Star Wars was released on May 25th, 1977.
You really aren't very bright, are you? Pay attention. 052577. Doi. Woo! Yes!
Bo oni mieli przedpremierowy pokaz.
Try it again together, okay? Well, if it isn't our old friend, the ranch cam.
With security footage from right outside the big man's office. Check it out. Oh, hey, Brian, I meant to tell you, the other day when I was talking to the cable company, I said, "May the force be with you" to the operator at the end of the call, and she said, really seriously, "And also with you."
Cool.
Yeah.
Fine, don't look. You know, if you don't want to see, we'll just show it to someone who cares. Select a fighter for you and a computer-controlled opponent, and then click play. Use the left and right arrow keys to move left and right, and the up arrow to jump, and the down arrow to crouch.
The A key is a high attack, and Z is for a low attack. The S key is a high block, and the X is for a low block.
And the best part is each of the fighting figures has its own unique fighting move. Press the F key to see it in action.
right, you're one of the girls, and that's spelled Grrrls.
Okej.
Nice job. Luke would applaud. If he could.
O fuck. Nie chciałem wychodzić. Znaczy chciałem, ale jeszcze nie teraz. Czemu w ogóle Lara Croft jest w tej grze? Ja się dowiedziałem niedawno, że w Grodzisku Mazowieckim jest burgerownia, co się nazywa Burger Shot. Tam się CJ stołuje i Big Smoke i reszta ferajny.
Hey, you're good at this. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll be able to use this skill to make $200 a week for the rest of your life. Hey, Aaron, are you gonna eat the rest of that patty melt?
It's all yours.
Oh, good choice. Like Aaron and I, you probably spent most of your childhood playing with Star Wars action figures.
Maybe you still do.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not. No, I didn't mean to imply that, you know.
Well, you did. Anyway, these are action figures that we got on our last recon mission to the Skywalker Ranch. For one reason or another, they never made it into the commercial marketplace. Personally, I don't know why. I mean, I'd play with them.
Yeah, you do play with them.
Yeah? Alright, so what? Geez, it's not that big a deal. Actually, if you want, you can play with 3 of them yourselves. Horrid dancing Han. 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 Horrid dancing, horrid, creepy peeping, creepy.
Leia,
creep.
Leia, anatomic. Leia,
creep.
Leia,
Wookie, pizza flip, Wookie,
handle, sleepy,
creep,
anatomic, Leia,
horrid. Pizza flip, Wookie, 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 pizza flip, Wookie,
handle,
Wookie,
sleepy,
creep,
Leia,
horrid,
handle,
creep,
Leia, anatomic,
pizza flip, Wookie.
Nie, bardzo mi się podoba, że to kolejkuje wszystko.
Wookie, pizza
anatomic,
creep,
handless. This action figure is...
Tam przez chwilę była kamera, ją ominąłem. Przez to całe klikanie.
Oh, you noticed our shrine. You know, Brian and I aren't just intellectuals.
Not at all. In fact, we're both quite spiritual. We follow the beliefs and teachings of the great Yoda, the Jedi Master. Like other great sorcerers and wizards such as Merlin and Gandalf, Yoda is both wise and powerful.
Yet, unlike the Great Oz and Santa Claus, Yoda is real.
Well, real in the spiritual sense.
Right.
So, let go of your feelings, relax, let the force flow through you, and ask Yoda.
Greetings. Welcome you are, huh? Questions you may ask, and answer them I will. Uptype them in yes or no form, you must. Watch your mouth you should, or kick it in I will. Then teeth you will have not. You will be hockey player.
Tak.
Difficult to see. Always in motion is the future. Ah, more vague could I be? Carpal tunnel syndrome have you?
Nie mam nic.
You may not know that several other screenwriters before they became well known wrote earlier unproduced drafts of the Star Wars trilogy.
We managed to dig some of the discarded scripts and storyboards out of the Skywalker Ranch dumpster. I only suffered 11 rat bites. It's a fair price to pay, I think.
It took just 4 short years of round-the-clock work for us to piece together each shredded page of these long-lost drafts.
With the help of some of our friends, we've dramatized these scenes for you. Of course, bear in mind, all celebrity voices are impersonated. Yeah, right, like we could afford the real actors.
And let me tell you, I now understand what my mentor George went through when he directed the radio plays.
Brian, I don't think he directed them.
Whatever.
And how exactly is he your mentor?
He just is.
Like how? I mean, what, have you ever met the
is.
guy? I mean,
you don't have to meet somebody for them to be your mentor, to be their prodigy.
I think you do. I think you kind of have to like go to school with him
you
or
don't.
something.
You could read. People study Freud and like him.
Nuh-uh.
Okej.
Well, I guess that's that. The Death Star is completely destroyed.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Look at that Ewok over there with that scarf. He looks like the winner of the Fozzie Bear lookalike contest.
Fozzie, you swear it's funny. Yeah, he does, actually.
Oh, here comes a nice couple. He just proposed to her over at the quarry.
Oh, okay. How about that one? It's Italian, right?
Well, with all that body hair, you know, I'll just never understand people that think these guys are cute.
Oh, yeah, with the body hair, yeah.
You know what I like about you? You're polymorphously force sensitive.
What did you? Could you repeat? Because I don't know what you mean. I'm such a jerk.
No matter where I touch you, the tip of your nose, your kneecap, you can feel the force.
Oh, that is... Oh.
So listen, I gotta ask this. Are you in love with Luke or what?
Luke? He's my brother. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, so...
Well, I don't know what you're into, but I am from Philadelphia, and we don't...
Oh, well, I didn't mean to suggest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm into all kinds of things, but not the...
You know what? I like you. I do.
Czemu to jeszcze idzie?
I like you.
Well, yeah, but do you love me? I mean, I know we've been busy saving the galaxy, but...
Yeah, I do. Do you love me? Do you love me?
Love is too weak a word. I love you. I mean, I loathe you. I love you. Yeah, of course I love you. Now, why don't we get out of here? It looks like the Ewoks are getting ready to sing.
Hey, there's action on the ranch.
Use the force, Luke. Red leader standing by. Lock your attack foils into position. Roger, Red Rebel Squad. Captain, I don't think she'll hold together much longer. Die, Kirk. Star Wars wins. Woohoo!
Ja największe zabawy tutaj mam z tego, że sobie opieram nogę o komputer, w którym wibruje płyta CD i się czuję, jakbym miał masaż w kolano. I jest mi bardzo przyjemnie z tego powodu. Dobra, może nie Alena, ale jak stąd wyjść teraz? Chcę zobaczyć, co z Tarantino wymyślili chociaż.
Vader, I should have known. Only one bad Dark Lord of the Sith would have the bulletproof King Kong-sized cojones it takes to stop a senator on a diplomatic...
Save it, Princess. If I wanted any crap out of you, I'd give you an X-Lax brownie and tell you it was chocolate. You weren't on any mercy mission this time, your Mrs. High and Mightiness. Where are those plans?
I don't have a clue of what you're talking about, Vader. Wait until the Imperial Senate hears about this. They will have one Bill Bixby turning into Lou Ferrigno-sized fit.
Maybe you didn't hear me, moron. I will talk real slow so I'm sure you understand me. Where are the plans?
You might as well be talking Klingon, because I don't know what the you're talking about.
Alright, you leave me no choice. I'm gonna call some elite stormtroopers in here to torture you. And these ain't no regulars. I'm talking about some crazy, pipe-hitting, crackhead stormtroopers from the Crenshaw district that'll bring their pliers and blowtorches up in here and go medieval on your fine little Alderaanian ass.
Okej. Znaczy nie okej, ale nieważne. Dobra, zobaczmy jeszcze tu coś, może nie wiem.
Vaderman!
Hello, Leia!
Vaderman!
Hello, Leia!
Vaderman!
Where's Lukey?
Vaderman! Only you could be so bold. The Imperial Senate will not sit still for this.
Oh, Leia, it must be nice to be you. You have it so easy. You're young, you're hip, and you're detestable.
I don't like you. You spit when you talk. There is always a little piece of food that comes out. I hear it clink against the inside of that bucket you call a helmet. It must smell like the high holy days in there. Ha! When the Imperial Senate hears you attacked a diplomatic mission...
Don't act so surprised, your middleness. I figured you out. I've seen your type before. You wear the same clothes every day. What kind of person wears the same clothes every day? Are you a mannequin?
I'm just here looking for a sensible guy to date.
You are not just here looking for a date.
Mi Spike Lee
Several
wiele nie
transmissions were
mówi.
beamed to your ship by rebel spies. Half of these rebel spies you've had dysfunctional relationships with. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you, and where's Lukey?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a member of the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor! You make me sick! Take her away!
This is the story of the right saber and the left saber. The force of good and the force of evil. Love and hate. Hate, the left saber. With this saber, I iced my mentor, Obi-Wan. Love, the right saber. This saber goes straight to the soul of man. It's the senior love daddy saber. The story of the force is this, brother. Static. One saber is always fighting the other, you dig? That's right. Looks like evil's kicking much ass. Looks like love just may be finished. Not so fast, baby. Stop the presses. The good saber's coming back. That's right. He got the left saber on the ropes now. That's right. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Payback time. Ho, ho. Left saber hate KO'd by love. Ow! Damn, Vader, you disfigured heaven-breathing, speech impediment having, dark side of the force following, planet destroying, friend betraying, child leaving, Emperor Palpatine worshiping freak of nature. You whiny little womp rat shooting, beggars canyon flying, moisture vaporator farming, living with your aunt and uncle, Death Star exploding, wiggity whacking to layers, hologram, Scarface, little tunic wearing pansy. Go the hell back to Tatooine.
You no sense making Han Solo following pea-brain arm ripping off smelly old shag carpet looking overgrown furball.
Nie mam, nic nie mam. No, czuję, że tu nie jestem potrzebny w ogóle.
Okay, we've got activity on the...
I can't shake him! I can't shake him! R2, the deflector's come loose! See if you can lock it down! I am using the force!
Ah, the white-collar life.
Ja już się generalnie zgubiłem w tej grze, już zapomniałem, że istnieje w ogóle.
Brian, it's cold in here. Have you seen my Yoda blankie?
Mom's washing it.
Oh no! I'll be right back.
Hey man, if you're at all like Aaron or I...
And we, suspect most of you are.
Then the Star Wars films, the novelizations, the comic books, the CD-ROMs, even the TV specials aren't enough to satiate that never-ending desire to know.
It's like a narcotic, dude.
You speak the truth, brother. Well, we've come up with a mother's little helper of our own.
Imagine being able to look into a Star Wars character's past or see what happened to him years after the wars ended. Well, now you can.
After 20 years of research, hard work, and sweat, we're ready to unveil our labor of love. Brian and Aaron's magical, mystical time machine.
Here's how it works. Click on the button next to the character of your choice to put them into the time machine tank. Then, click on the button corresponding to one of the 4 phases of their lives. A for early years, B for teen years, C for Star Wars years, during the time of the rebellion, and D for later years after the defeat of the Empire.
Strach żyć.
Everyone knows that Princess Leia was stolen away from Anakin Skywalker before he ever learned that he had a daughter, but not many fans know that she spent the first 3 years of her life being raised by a clan of wild wampas.
We believe it was this experience that instilled her with her tough, icy demeanor, and her taste for venison.
No, it instilled her with her independent spirit and gave her backbone.
Dzisiaj.
Surprisingly, Leia had a rough time during her adolescence. She was not a popular student in her high school, and yet, in her senior year, she was voted prom queen.
However, as usual, some mean students got out of hand and tried to ruin her perfect evening.
They paid the price for their immaturity, however. Leia used her as yet untapped powers over the Force to enact a swift and just revenge.
Princess Leia was held captive in Jabba's palace for a number of weeks. During that time, she actually got quite good at erotic dancing.
By the time Luke rescued her, she was raking in the bucks.
That's not true, and you know it. She was a powerful warrior, not a lap dancer. You perverts! Those chains she was bound with were a symbol of the oppression of women throughout the galaxy. And she used those very chains as a weapon to strangle and defeat Jabba, her male slug-like persecutor.
After getting married and raising 2 children, Leia found herself no longer in love with Han and bitter about his lack of interest in her.
Han was not a man who was in touch with his feelings.
He didn't know how to give in a relationship, only how to take.
Leia tried to take her mind off of her marriage by throwing herself into some hobbies, including macrame and pottery, but it was no use.
Finally, she and Han got a divorce. Leia never married again.
That's right. She knew she was better off alone. Leia didn't need a man in her life to
Ja chciałem powiedzieć, że chociaż czasem ta baba ma rację, ale teraz się już odpaliła za bardzo.
Much like Aaron and I, Baby Yoda was misunderstood and shunned by his parents.
Yeah, looking at his small, pathetic, wrinkled form, they had no idea how powerful he would one day be. Like all parents, they underestimated the talents of their child.
A loner for much of his youth, Yoda learned to expand his mind and become one with the Force from the teachings of Socrates, Pupa the Ganji, and the more than occasional hit of mind-altering psychedelic substances.
Only it's not the Socrates you know. It's actually Eugene Socrates from the Star Wars universe. It's a different guy.
Nie wiem, tego słucham i się zastanawiam po co.
Yoda wasn't doing well financially during A New Hope.
Even a Jedi Master has to earn his keep, so during the Death Star battle, Yoda was working one-nighters around the galaxy with a ventriloquist act called Slappy Grendar and his little pal Yoda.
Oh, touch this you can't.
After the war is over, Yoda's ghost becomes a motivational speaker, like that Tony Robbins guy.
He reaches millions of people in the galaxy, teaching them self-empowerment through the Force on a series of successful tapes called Judge Me by My Size, Do You?
Hey, check out the ranch cam.
It's...
With the blast shield down, I can't see anything. How am I supposed to hit the pinata?
Keep going, you're about to bust all this candy goodness. Yeah, go.
Ja sądziłem, że to oni robią z pasji.
R2-D2 and C-3PO didn't even get a chance at childhood. They were put to work the minute they were born.
Sorry, my dear brother, but droids are not born, they're manufactured.
Leave me alone, they're not even real.
Bite your tongue. Don't you ever say that again.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I know they're real. I just said that to make you mad.
Nawet nie narysowali innych obrazków.
Always employed. They had 2 years where they didn't work at all. They'd been traveling the galaxy, sleeping wherever they could. They were caught by the authorities and forced to live in a foster home.
R2 was quite the rebellious teen. Always the instigator, he was forever getting C-3PO into loads of trouble.
During The Empire Strikes Back, C-3PO and R2 were separated for quite a while. They missed each other terribly, and soon an intergalactic correspondence began.
Years later, these love letters, for lack of a better term, became the inspiration for a highly successful off-Broadway show. Droid Letters.
Dear R2, received your last missive. I must say that while I'm sure Dagobah is beastly hot, it is unbearably cold here in Cloud City without you. I long to hear your spry voice and to gaze into your sensors again. My best to Master Luke. Stay strong and well-oiled. Fondly, 3PO.
Tak, bardzo dobrze Peter naśladujesz głos R2-D2.
To his cousin on Anakin's side, he was a little nuts.
And handy with tools, which was a bad combination in the droid's case.
Even as a baby, Luke attempted to be a hero. He was punished
To
for
ma
trying
dziurę.
to save his sister Leia from her evil playpen of death.
Ale Leia była wychowywana przez tamte kurde bałwany. To co oni tutaj za pierdoły gadają?
As a teen, the whiny Luke had not yet learned how to defend himself.
Come on! Give me back my plastic training saber! You don't know who you're messing with. My father was a hero in the Clone Wars.
No, he wasn't, Dork Walker. He was a navigator on a spice freighter. Just ask your Uncle Owen.
Oh!
Hmm?
Luke's whining and immaturity continued into adulthood. Even at the most crucial times, he complained until he got his way. In this long-lost, never-before-heard audio excerpt from A New Hope, you'll hear what we mean.
I don't want to be on the gold team. I want to be on the red team with Biggs and Wedge. Why can't I be the team leader? I saved the princess. Come on, it's not fair. Hey, I used to shoot womp rats through Beggar's Canyon in my T-16.
20 years after the destruction of the Death Star, Luke became a bitter loner. Now that no one seemed to remember that he saved the galaxy, he found himself using the Force to try and score with the ladies.
Not surprisingly, his desperate tactics didn't exactly pay off.
Hey, Foxy. I don't know if you remember me, but I single-handedly destroyed the Death Star. Twice.
Screw off, nerf herder.
As a child, Anakin was the victim of a hapless accident.
His parents were disturbed because even after the bucket was removed, he enjoyed wearing it.
Okay.
When he was young, Vader had an incontinence problem, like someone else I know. He wet the bed till he was 12.
Shut up, Ewok lover, that's not true.
The Vader part is, young Anakin's mom thought she would stop him from peeing with fear tactics.
He had to run home every day and remove his sheets from the clothesline before the neighbors would see.
Darth Vader was sent spinning into space when his first Death Star was destroyed. As his spaceship spun around and around, Vader had an epiphany. He wasn't enjoying life.
So Vader took up golf. He had a mean tee shot, but he never really worked on his putting enough to be competitive.
Okay, time to take a peek at the ranch cam.
We're peering into office number 14B.
Yes, is Leonard Nimoy there?
He doesn't work here anymore.
Oh, well, can you find him?
He doesn't work here.
I know, and I said, well, can you find him? Vulcan!
Boy, you Star Wars guys are hilarious. So what do you think that you got over there?
After a short, unsuccessful stand-up career,
The audiences wanted Anakin to be more scary than funny, but he didn't have the old Darth Vader in him anymore.
Anakin finally found the perfect niche for his talents.
If you'd like to see Star Wars, press 1. If you'd like to see Star Wars, the re-release, press 2. If you'd like to see Howard the Duck, kill yourself.
Nie. Ja chcę zobaczyć Howard the Duck.
Darth Vader was sent spinning into space when his first Death Star was destroyed. As his spaceship spun around and around, Vader had an epiphany. He wasn't enjoying life.
So Vader took up golf. He had a mean tee shot, but he never really worked on his putting enough to be competitive.
Dobra. Tak, nie byłem pewien, czy ja to włączałem. Jak już przeleciały całe, to stwierdziłem, że włączałem jednak.
As a young Wookiee, Chewbacca suffered from a bad case of mange. To keep him from biting and irritating his wound, his vet was forced to use drastic measures.
Meanwhile, soon after his birth, Han was introduced to the illicit world of smuggling by his Corellian pirate father, who smuggled contraband by hiding it in Han's diaper. By the tender age of 112, which is actually adolescence for Wookiees, Chewie had grown into an excellent athlete. However, he didn't go out for traditional sports.
Known to his buddies as Wet Dog, Chewbacca went on to become the premier surfer in the galaxy.
He was only bested by Han Solo, surfer dude extraordinaire. Han taught Chewie how to ride a curl, and the rest was history. They were bros from that point on.
Okay.
A few months before Luke and Ben met Han and Chewie at Mos Eisley Spaceport, Han decided to change his look by shaving off his beard and handlebar mustache.
Unfortunately, Chewie was inspired by his partner's fashion statement. "20 years after the destruction of the Death Star 2, space tourists were still flocking to the historic battlegrounds.
Never missing an opportunity, the Imagineers at Team Disney turned these historic sites into theme parks.
An embittered and broke Han Solo returned to his fields of glory, this time as a tour guide. He wasn't too happy about it, as you can tell from these audio excerpts we purloined.
TIE fighters on our back, folks. Punch it, Chewie. Oh no, we can't make the jump to light speed. What do we do now? Hold on, everybody.
Years later, at the ripe old age of 525, the ailing Chewbacca grew lame and was led into a pasture and put to sleep by his old buddy Han.
Ewakuacja. Czy coś tu jeszcze zostało?
When you're done drifting around the Dagobah system, why don't you just click on something?
Wydaje mi się, że już mogę zobaczyć wszystko, co tutaj było.
Sweet one.
No nie, to już było.
Okay, which one of you losers drew TIE fighters in my Our Bodies Ourselves book?
It was him!
Ow!
Ow!
Ow! Hey!
Stop!
No nie, jeszcze muszę to pograć, no bo nie odblokowałem jeszcze wszystkich tych zapisów z kamer. Ja muszę zrobić 100% tej gry. To jest help.
Now just click on the activity you need help with.
Fortunately for you, fellow Star Warsians, Aaron and I...
No i ale generalnie to wygląda na to, że chyba przejrzałem wszystko, no nie.
What are you waiting for? Both suns?
Cicho, gościu, ja teraz mówię. Nie wydaje mi się, żeby coś jeszcze było tutaj do zrobienia, bo chyba...
Hey, is that a Snickers bar in your mouth?
Chocolatey goodness.
Dobra, zobaczmy, kto się pod tym podpisał.
Well, here's your final score. I'd say something sarcastic like nice try, but it doesn't seem like you tried at all.
Yeah, why don't you rent the trilogy and spend a couple of weeks watching them? It's the least you can do, especially considering how much time we've put in.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of insulting. What? Hey, is your name Wishy or Washy? Keep away, keep away.
No nie, nie mogę stąd wyjść.
All right.
Way Forward Technologies. To chyba nie jest to samo Way Forward. Ja to muszę sprawdzić. Nie, ja się nie zgadzam z tym. Podejrzewam, że pewnie miałem taką samą realizację, jak grałem w tego Microsofta. Tak, to są oni. To znowu oni.
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You want to watch the trilogy?
Sure. Pan and Scan or Letterboxd.
What do you think?
Hey, do you want to watch our bootleg of the special edition?
Come on, Aaron. You know how I feel about that whole special edition fiasco.
Yeah, I hear ya.
So what do you think of that last player?
It's alright.
Maybe we shouldn't have told him they did so good.
Yeah. I'm getting sick of buttering people up.
Hey, you know, it's the only way to make friends. At least it's the only way I know.
Oh, hey, you're still here.
Oh, hi, friend.
We knew you were there the whole time. At least I did.
I felt a tremor in the force.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can go now.
Mogę, na szczęście.